Juicing 101. These are the three main juices that everyone should know about. When we're talking about vegetable juice to increase your intake of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, these are the juices we're talking about. There's a lot of noise in the wellness side of social media to the point where you'll see influencers promoting juicing while adding water to their blends. That completely contradicts the whole point of juicing. When you add water, you're diluting the nutrients and diluting the impact. And yet these influencers are still claiming the benefits of undiluted vegetable juice. It doesn't work like that. Juicing is for the quick absorption of nutrients at a high concentration. So I'm going to share everything I can about juicing and how I've been doing it for decades and how I was raised on it by my mother. My mother used to make fresh carrot juice for me and my three sisters every morning. We would all line up in the kitchen and get an 8-ounce glass of this juice right before school or anything else. You had to finish it. Some of us liked it, some of us hated it. But now that I make my own juice, I've come up with a recipe that tastes so good that there's no way you could hate it. This juice has carrots, cucumber, apples, and oranges, with the majority of it being carrots. You don't need a recipe to make a good juice blend. Once you're intentional about what you want from the juice, the ratio will align. Although you don't need a recipe for juice blends, I know that a bit of guidance can be useful. So here are 3 of the main recipes I use. This is carrot juice made with the 2-pound bag of carrots for vitamin A, 1 cucumber for vitamin K, 2 oranges for minerals, vitamin C, and 2 apples for antioxidants. And for maximized carotenoid absorption from the carrots and apples, I also make it into a smoothie where I can mix it with healthy fats like avocados or coconut milk to help with carotenoid absorption. This is green juice made with 5 ounces of spinach for iron, vitamins A and K, and other antioxidants, 2 cucumbers for vitamin K, 2 large lemons for vitamin C to help maximize iron absorption, and for the absorption of the carotenoids and chlorophyll in spinach, I like to make green smoothies where I can add healthy fats to aid in the carotenoid absorption. This is beet juice made with 4 beetroots for iron, nitrates, and folates, 3 lemons for vitamin C to aid in iron absorption, and 24 ounces of seeded watermelons for vitamins A and C. And since the citrulline in watermelons targets similar nutritional benefits as beets by increasing nitric oxide for blood flow, they're a good pair for blending. And the other nutrients in beetroots are bioavailable, so they absorb easily. Think of these recipes as guidelines and dazzle them with your own intentions. Some people ask why fresh juice instead of store-bought factory-made juice. And it's because they're usually pasteurized, which means they're heated. That makes them shelf-stable, but it deactivates the enzymes. So that juice isn't raw anymore, and that's what you need to get the most nutrients out of your juice. Another thing to know is if you're making fresh juice to gain all those nutrients, to heal something or cleanse something or whatever, then you should be drinking the juice within 20 minutes of making it. Otherwise, they can be stored in the fridge. If you make it with a blender, then it lasts in the fridge for 24 hours. If you make it in a juicer, a high quality juicer, then it can last for 3 days in the fridge. After that, you want to put them in the freezer. Also, when you freeze your juice, you don't want to freeze it in a jar like this because it'll shatter. When the water turns to ice, it expands, and this area gives no room for that expansion. So you don't want to freeze it in something like that or this. You want to freeze it in a jar like this with a wide mouth, wide. I've broken enough jars to learn my lesson about that one. But the reason you should aim to drink the juice immediately is because that's when the nutritional value is most potent. You should also drink the juice on an empty stomach for quick digestion. I drink them first thing in the morning, the way my mom taught me, but yeah, another thing, don't throw away your juice pulp. It's an excellent source of the fiber your body needs. So I dehydrate it and turn it into powders to garnish my meals, or I turn it into ice cubes to add to my smoothies that aren't focused on carotenoid absorption, like berry blends, or I add the ice cubes to soups. And you can also make really good crackers from the dehydrated or frozen juice pulp. There are so many uses and so many reasons not to just throw it away. That's all for this video. I've got to get these juices in the fridge. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope I was able to give you some clarity and some guidance so that you can thrive. Peace.